It was a cloudy and windy November day many years ago, and I had just completed a job, and I was paid for that job in cash. Now, it was a typical practice of mine to fold the cash, just put it under my leg as I drove, and the drive home was about 30 minutes, which me and my partner decided to get some lunch. So we stopped at McDonald's, which was on a real busy street, full of a large vacant parking lots where strip malls used to be. They had been demolished, and then they had like 8-foot fences. Those chain link fences just dotted the edge of those properties. So we went in, we ordered our food, and then when it came time to pay, I couldn't find the cash. So I looked in each pocket, and then I looked again. No success. So I went back out to the truck, and that's when I noticed a wad of cash sitting by the door on the pavement. And I picked it up, but it was only half of the cash. That's when panic set in. Immediately, I thought, oh, the tragedy of losing an entire day's pay. Suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a 20 just kind of tumbling in the distance. So I chased it down. Then I began frantically looking for the rest of the cash. The wind had driven it all over that parking lot, which was like the size, literally, of 3 or 4 football fields. And I began to pray passionately, Lord, please help me find just half that what was lost. So in the next 10 minutes, I found a 20 here and a 50 there. Some were baptized in a water puddle. Some were blown up against those 8-foot chain link fences. The rest were swirling inside a collection of leaves that were caught up in a mini cyclone. Now, I did find all the money, and great relief overcame me, and I was real thankful. I repeated many times, thank you, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Later that day, I was reflecting on that moment, and I could not escape the mental image of me just frantically searching over that whole vacant lot place. And I pondered, was there any moment where I had so passionately pursued anything else in my life? When was the last time that I was that motivated to find something? Jesus said, do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. And I would add here, where forgetfulness and wind will scatter. But he says, lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, or where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. These words of Jesus are not anti-savings account. The purpose of Jesus' words was to bring attention to what is the chief motive or the chief concern in your life. That November day, my chief concern was chasing down all that lost money. It was an all-consuming passion for about 15 minutes, and it should have been. But what's the lesson that we can learn here? We'll deal with that next time. You're just going to have to wait. Until then, Soli Deo Gloria.